Yeah, probably just do that real quick.
It's in a similar collection game lane like Spyro, and I love collecting games.
Hell yeah, collectathons are the best.
This annoying fumble again! As Rudolph and his friends discovered, it doesn't make a difference how someone's made. Misfit toys, slow.
So, in the last few days, you have most likely heard the news or even seen the video of the president signing a little piece of paper.
Begging for me to do this.
He is pushing for the biggest change in
Yo, chill. I was moving the camera, bro. I was moving the. I don't know what to say. That, that's
the entire
that's never
cannabis
happened
industry
before,
in
bro.
the 20, 30 years that it's been.
No, it wasn't, bro. Bro, bro. Me being muted made it worse. It was on accident. I was actually talking that whole time. How long? Okay, it hasn't been that long. I've done longer. Oh, this nigga is awesome. It takes one to know one shit, bro. That's it. It's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks.
Legal here in the
It's
United
not.
States. Now, it hasn't been
It's
enacted
not.
yet, no laws have changed yet, but it does appear
It,
that cannabis is going to be rescheduled from a Schedule 1 drug to a Schedule 3. We're going to talk about what that means, who it helps, and at the end, we're going to go through a little speculation, maybe even a little conspiracy here and there to see
I
what
can't
this
even.
all really means. So, in the last
Wait,
Yeah, this is a camera,
where did he
specifically a
get one of
PTZ surveillance
these?
camera. For a sense of scale, here it is compared to a
I've been
GoPro.
trying to
It
get one.
also weighs 11 pounds. There's so much more to this camera than I thought, and it turned out to be super interesting. Heck, I can even see a set of fans in there. For those of you who don't know, PTZ stands for Pan Tilt Zoom.
That
You've
shit
probably
better
seen these
not
hanging
get
from the
clipped
ceiling at various
unless
retailers.
I
It
clipped
allows
it.
you to reposition the camera
if that shit gets clipped and it wasn't me, I'm gonna be upset.
remotely and even zoom in. Mine has some interesting history and story behind it. It's a bit of an older model, so it actually outputs analog video. There's a bunch of loose wires hanging out the back, so I'm hoping I can get it to work. I have absolutely no information on this camera. Heck, I don't know anything about commercial CCTV cameras. So where to start? There's no branding at all
I
on the
mean,
outside of the unit. It's just a
if we're being for real, it like I'm not that guy, so I'm probably just gonna. It'll be on the VOD channel, but it won't be on anywhere else.
plain white dome. But
No,
I
it
can
was
see a few
not.
stickers on the
Oh
inside of the
my
camera.
god, bro.
This one says Video Alarm
Oh
Inc.
my.
Commercial CCTV product with a date of
How is that
January
even?
16th, 2007. There's conveniently a model number, but guess what? Googling it
Bro, thank you for the follow, bro.
turns up literally no results.
How
Even searching Video Alarm doesn't give
insane.
me an official website.
Oh, this video's too long.
Look.
Video's too long. I hate Linus, bro.
I am a licensed pharmacist in 4 states, and today we're at a undisclosed location. I have been told in secret that there are medications behind these doors, and some of them are very unique, possibly mostly for animals. However, as a licensed pharmacist in 4 states, I am interested in all medications. I don't even care what it's supposed to be used for. It's a blustery day. It's like negative 17 Celsius outside today. I just made that up, but it doesn't matter anyway. I would go to
Why does he have that on? I mean, I've seen it. It wraps around the dome. Bro.
Antarctica to see medications. I would go anywhere to see medications. And you think I'm kidding? I'm not. I actually applied to go to Antarctica several times to work in their pharmacy at McMurdo Base. In any event, let's do my favorite thing in the world. Let's take a look at some of these things. Alright, I'm having a hard time finding the medications thus far, but I did find this. Dude, these things are so cool. What are these, like, pneumatic, air-powered rifles? Kids these days, they're so spoiled. I thought this was pretty cool. Look.
That is kind of crazy if you say it like that. I've never heard someone call a BB gun a what?
Air-powered rifles. Dude, these things are so cool. What are these, like, pneumatic?
Oh my god.
Air-powered rifles? Kids these days, they're so spoiled. I thought this was pretty cool. Look, they have ivermectin, so that's a solution.
For the ashtrays.
And there's also an injection here. And they also have something called eprinomectin, similar chemicals.
Okay.
These are those dewormers. We use ivermectin in humans.
This isn't my I can't, bro. I have to put in so much fill in the dead space, bro.
Eprinomectin, not so much. And then there's also fenbendazole, very interesting dewormer. And look at this thing. I don't really know what this is, but what is this? Oh, it's a paste. Like you give it to a horse or whatever. But look, they also have pellets here. Lots of different unique dosage forms. Here's something pretty cool. This Catch-On IV thing, or 4. I think that means 4. I don't think this is supposed to be intravenous.
Bro, nah.
Shoot.
Did I just see a cigarette advent calendar?
No mercy. It don't even matter. Straight into it. Straight into it. Straight into it. They trying to hurry up and go. Wait, who's that? Oh, they coming from the back too. I think I shot a cop. We're gonna get more cops.
Kind of crazy.
Oh, it's over with, bro. Oh.
I'm really locked in. Oh.
You ever play a game and realize, I'm not actually the hero here? I'm a guy who
Why is this shit so loud?
People are saving the world. Yeah, you're not the chosen one, not a legendary warrior. You're not on the poster. You're part of it, but you're like holding a flashlight for the guy or something. Or maybe you're just a decoy. I'm looking at you, Metal Gear Solid 5. Hi, folks. It's Falcon, and today on Game Ranks, 20 games where you are not the main character. Starting off with number 20 is Ghostbusters, the video game. Instead of having you play as the main returning Ghostbusters who do appear in the game, the developers behind this thing had the novel idea of having you play as a silent protagonist known simply as the Rookie.
Ah, Z, you'll have to go through me first. That's exactly what he said. Just like a puppy. Every day's the first day.
He's never given a name, almost never acknowledged by the other characters, just along for the ride. He's so anonymous, it's easy to forget he was even a thing. In fact, if I'm completely honest, after having not played Ghostbusters the video game in a while, I did. My first, instinct was that you bounced around between Ghostbusters during the missions, but that is not
Good. suck.
Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage working on any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals. Alright, so, a couple days ago, I was gifted a cigarette advent calendar. And I gotta admit, I am a huge fan of it. And since today is Christmas, I'm gonna be opening up each and every single door and finding out just what awaits me inside. Will there be cigarettes inside this cigarette advent calendar? If I had to hazard a guess, probably yes. But maybe, just maybe, there will be more than just that. I'm not sure, but I'm very excited to find out. Thank you so much to Leg Boot Legit on YouTube for having been kind enough to give me this cigarette advent calendar right here. Leg Boot Legit is actually the same individual who made this cigarette advent calendar. And I gotta be honest with y'all, it is absolutely awesome. If y'all want to see other cool little creations like this one, make sure to go check out Leg Boot Legit's YouTube and other social media, which y'all can see on screen and in the description and comments down below. Go check it all out. But I do suppose, before I go ahead and actually start getting all of the doors on the front of this advent calendar all opened up, I should first off probably cover the look of the advent calendar first. Then after that, I'm going to go and open up this little door first.
Oh, should I look up
to open this one?
I might as well, bro. This video's long. Wait, I'll turn it off. My fault. My dog's big. I'll turn it off. Who's that? Or I. And then my trash bag that I'm too lazy to move. Leg boot?
In this video, I'm going to show you how I made Bug Kiss, little lips for Bug Lovin'.
I gotta stay on track.
I used Bug Kiss to smooch.
Cigarette hat?
This was my last cigarette hat. I'm a distinguished gentleman, so I'd never smoke a cigarette without one. I was discussing the nuances of tobacco fashion last weekend with my brother. Then, tragedy struck. I'd gotten careless.
I can't believe I torched my last cigarette hat.
Bro.
Good thing we live close to this gas station.
We went for a drive to see if we could find some more.
Can I get 4 boxes of cigarette hats? You did say 4.
Luckily, they were in stock. We bought 4 packs of assorted cigarette hats and returned home to smoke in style.
Fedora in this one. Gotta have that fedora. Classic gangster. I'll take the New York Yankee hat. This says X-ray.
Okay, I feel like it's flying.
View of a lung that is developed.
One first in specific, and then after that,
Okay, his video is just quiet.
Open up each and every single door in order, and I'm gonna find out just what cigarettes await me on the inside. But first off, as said, we've gotta go over the look of this cigarette advent.
Hold on. I didn't.
And let's go ahead and start off with the front, which is what we're looking at right now. We can see we get a beautiful, what looks like hand-painted, sort of snowy, Christmassy, almost sort of Marlboro country.
Bro, I don't know why you would
design.
use
And
this.
that's because this is actually a Marlboro
Like, I don't see.
Advent calendar.
Or not this,
At the very
that.
top in red lettering, it just says Merry Christmas from Marlboro Country right there, which I think is really, really, really dang cool. And I
Should I finish this video?
Developing a mass of good taste and flair after using cigarette hats.
What? Oh,
think that's a really nice
bro.
feature to have on.
We're
this
in like
calendar.
no, this is a
Under the text, though,
dystopian.
we can see
This is a dystopian society, bro. He whipped out the cigarette hat. There's definitely a cigarette hat in here, bro.
that sort of snowy.
There's
Christmassy
definitely a
design.
cigarette hat.
We get a little bit of a log cabin right here.
There's
with
no
the lights
way.
on in the inside, a little bit of smoke
If I
coming
say
out
so.
right there, and we see a Christmas tree on the inside. There's a cowboy right there.
Gotta
Of course,
zoom in.
Marlboro Country, gotta have a cowboy. He's kind of wandering up the road, going up that way. We see a lot of pine trees, maybe some firs, lots of snow on the ground, and overall, it's a really nice
see the
design.
edges.
And one thing I really like is that we can actually see the brush strokes on the roof right there, and at some other points on this printed design right here. I think it looks fantastic. I love the front design on this advent calendar. It really does get you into the spirit of Christmas, in my personal opinion, and frankly put, it just is a really, really, really nice looking design. This would be a nice looking design even if it wasn't on the front of an advent calendar. It looks fantastic. Over to the side, over here, we can see there's two lighter rectangles, and that's where you're supposed to write to and from. So who is gifting it and who it's for. It says that this advent calendar is to Jacob F. Jones, that's me, and it's from Mr. Legboot Legit. And then under that, in red lettering, it just says that I'm supposed to open this door first. And just feeling right here, I can feel that there's some perforation, and there's a little bit of a dot right here that I think I can put my finger into and kind of just pull out. And so it should just open pretty easily like that. I do hope, at least. And we can see going all along in rows, there are a bunch of numbers going all the way down until number 25 right
Yeah, my
here.
settings
Just says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down to 25. And that's more so than not what's going on with the front of the cigarette advent calendar. I think, frankly put, it looks fantastic.
Hope you had a good holidays.
And I gotta admit, I am such a fan
ACR?
of not only the
Oh,
look of
SCR.
the cigarette advent calendar, but I'm also just such a fan of the concept of cigarette advent calendars. In my opinion, it makes so much sense. Cigarette advent calendars just make so much sense. And yet, for some reason, I had never thought about ever making one before. I had never thought that maybe they had even existed before. And I never thought to even look up if one had even existed previously. Honestly, I am surprised that this is the first cigarette advent calendar that I've ever heard of. And I just love the concept so dang much. And the execution by Legboot Legit is just fantastic, frankly put. I love it.
I would get one of these for one of the homies.
I love the look of it. I love the idea of it. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I'm a huge fan. This is really dang cool. I do suppose, without further ado, now that I've covered the front of the cigarette advent calendar, I should probably go ahead and cover the back now, shouldn't I? And well, man, I'm getting my words just a little bit jumbled up. I've got a little bit of a cold right now, so get my
I
words
didn't
just a
say
little jumbled up.
backyard.
Got some stuff in my throat, I'll acknowledge. But what I was trying to say
I
is
said
that
SC.
we can really see the Marlboro branding.
I'll just say
on the back
backyard.
of this advent calendar. We can see it's got much more of a, I'd have to say,
If that's good
white
with you.
background than not. And there's a lot of, I'd have to say, green lettering, a lot of black lettering, and we can see there's an actual design over here. It's not just all lettering on the back by any means. We get a really nice Marlboro red pack right there that, well, has a little bit of a Christmassy ribbon, present ribbon on it, which I think looks fantastic. Yep, just a little bit of a wrapped.
Bro, I don't even like cigarettes. I think I've only ever hit a Marlboro. I can't lie.
Marlboro Red pack with some Marlboro Red cigarettes out front, of course. A little bit of shading.
I've never smoked a full cigarette. Like, even if you added up every puff of a cigarette in my life, I've never smoked a full cigarette.
Going on right there, and just a little bit of a line separating us from this side to this side right there. At the very top in green text, it just says, "What every man wants for Christmas." I can say, I think this is what every man wants for Christmas. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. And then under that, in
I feel like after like 5 cigarettes, people like lose track of how many they smoked, and then they're just like too deep in.
black text right there, it just says, "Here in Marlboro country, a man
Cigars
doesn't
are
need much to be
fire.
happy. Just the folks he loves most, a crackling fire, and the smooth, distinct flavor of a Marlboro cigarette. Give him the gift that will truly cheer his spirit this holiday season, the 25-day
What a
Cigarette Advent Calendar. For each day in
scent.
December, his
Whatever.
heart will be warmed by the simple joy of his favorite smoke. Merry Christmas from Marlboro Country." And to the side right there, we can see we just get the Marlboro ribbon and logo. And we can see there's a little bit of mistletoe right there in the middle. And right here, it just says something very interesting. It says that there is a pocket ashtray and lighter included. And we get a little bit of a pocket ashtray and lighter design right here. Pocket ashtray and
Pocket
lighter included.
ashtray.
All right, you know, this is not just, excuse me.
What about
I have
the
some
what
stuff in my
about
throat.
the
It's not
cigarette
happening right
hat?
now. But ain't no cold, ain't no stuff in my throat is gonna stop me from appreciating a cigarette advent calendar, because I love the concept
I'm
of the
definitely not
cigarette
in the
advent
middle.
calendar so much.
I'll fix it when I go full screen. Nothing in his throat can stop him.
Oh man, I need some water real quick. I had a good thing going there for a fat
What a
minute.
mindset, bro.
I had a good thing going there for a minute. Oh my
Don't
God.
I mind this?
Nothing
Oh,
helps more to get
not
in the Christmas
cigarette.
spirit than getting
I'd-
a Christmas cold,
I-
right?
Not cigarette. The worst part, like the items around where even if you don't get the thing, that's not a cigarette.
Oh man.
Like your PC.
Okay. I'm glad I gave myself a moment. I had a good thing going there for a couple minutes.
Can't. Oh, bro, yeah, I can't. I need to fix it when I go full screen now. I'm gonna stop.
I'll make it through this
Because it's
entire video
new.
without coughing.
It's off Christmas.
I think I jinxed myself. Okay.
It's so
A little
easy
bit
to
of water
turn.
helped so much. Oh my goodness. I am so glad I did not forget my water today. That would have.
Do people smoke cigars outside? Now that I think about it, I've never. Actually, I have. I feel like when people smoke cigars, they be indoors.
Been so bad if I didn't have any water. But
You go outside.
Where was I? We're talking
Oh,
about
I could see that then.
this cigarette advent
Every once
calendar
in a while.
right here, and currently we're
God.
going over the back of it. And I think I had just mentioned.
I can't pause. I suck at call.
This cigarette advent calendar right here has not only cigarettes on the inside.
Yo, he's
but
talking
also
slow as
a
hell.
little
Yeah, I
extra
can't.
lighter and pocket ashtray. I think that this cigarette advent calendar, having these two little extra items on top of this cigarette,
My grandpa loves golf.
just makes this even better than it already is, frankly put. Really nice looking back of the advent calendar, in my personal opinion.
A lot of my
little
family
bit of
loves golf.
information about what's going on in the inside as well, and overall does a great job of selling you on, well, what this is.
Alright, man.
frankly
Thanks
put.
for stopping by.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the back
You
of
want
the
to check
cigarette
out the
advent
VOD? It's
calendar,
on the
just
VOD
like I'm
channel.
a fan of the front of it.
You don't
Without
gotta
further ado,
sub.
let's go ahead and go over Well, the rest of the sides of the packaging. We can see on this side right here, we get a green background, green like Christmas green, of course. We just get the Marlboro logo right there. Then over here, it just says Merry Christmas from Marlboro Country, just like that in white. And we get the same thing on the other side right there. And on the top, it just says 25-day cigarette advent calendar in, I would have to say that's actually more of a gray, not a white. It looks like a white with my sunglasses on, but that's actually more of a gray in my personal opinion. We get the Marlboro logo right here, but instead of it being a red ribboned Marlboro logo, it instead has a green ribbon, very Christmassy looking in my personal opinion, and we get that same design on the bottom right there as well. Frankly put, overall, a fantastic looking cigarette advent calendar in my personal opinion. And I do suppose, without further ado, I should probably go ahead and grab a thumbnail for this video, and then I should probably go ahead and start getting some of the doors opened up. Just to guess at least. I should probably start doing that sometime soon.
Cussing that have the Elgato teleprompter.
Now, shouldn't I? First off, though, as said, let's grab a thumbnail. Let me, real quick. I've got a little bit of a cigarette that I was having before the video. Gotta make sure I grab a thumbnail before I open up any of the doors after all. Although, I may grab another thumbnail. Once some of the doors are open, low key. But, I do think without further ado, now that I've grabbed a thumbnail, I do think it is time for me to go ahead and get the very first door all opened up. And I do think it's time to go ahead and find out just what awaits me behind the first door of this cigarette advent calendar. Let's see if I can get this all opened up real quick. Put my finger in and go like that and lift. Whoop. It's a little bit tougher than I was thinking it might be. I was being very careful with this cigarette advent calendar on the way here. I wanted to make sure I didn't like accidentally poke it through or anything like that kind of thing, or accidentally open up one of the doors. Turns out my fear was unwarranted. Oh man. Let's try with my smaller fingers. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Why is that
my fingers
hard?
are just too big, I think. All right, let's go ahead. Ooh, what's this on the inside? Okay, so we've got some bubble wrap right there on the inside. All right, and let's go ahead and take this out. So we've got some bubble wrap. Oh, okay, here we go. So we have in the bubble wrap what looks like, I think, a lighter and a little pocket ashtray right there. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and we can see it's got little labels right there saying lighter and ashtray. So yes, that is indeed what's inside the first door. Let's go ahead and put this down real quick on my little table I have next to me, and let's go ahead and get this bubble wrap all opened up and take a look at what's inside. So here is the little pocket ashtray that was advertised on the back of the cigarette advent calendar. We can see it's got a very nice, I'd have to say, like a stainless steel or aluminum metal finish design to it. But on the front right here, we get a little Christmas tree with cigarettes as the ornaments. Oh, that's actually so, I love that. That's so awesome. Like little lit cigarettes as like the candles and like ornaments on the Christmas tree with little like normal ornaments, of course, as well. Oh man, that is so awesome. I love that. Just the cigarette Christmas tree design right there. So dang cool. And under that, it says in red, Merry Christmas from Marlboro Country. Oh man, that is really dang cool. Please take your YouTube guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. These do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals. metally, shiny finish. It contrasts very well, and man, it just looks... This Cigarette Advent Calendar right here, and currently we're going over the back of it. And I think I had just mentioned...
That's my fault.
If I do anything going on because there's no street lights right here. But, let's go ahead and take a look at the lighter that was included as well. And man, this looks really nice. All right, let's get it out of the plastic. Let's get this one out of the plastic first, I do think. Go and put that in the side of my backpack once again. Don't want to be littering. And this, to me at least, this looks like a Dunhill lighter. I love it. We get a really nice gold finish with a sort of like green marble. And at the very bottom down here, there's a tiny little Christmassy Marlboro design. I love that. I love that so much. We get the same design on the other side as well. And yeah, it's a little square right there. We get the Marlboro ribbon red right there with, I would have to say, like snowflakes or maybe stars on it. And then, oh, I get it now. Oh my God. Oh wait, this is, oh man, I just got what's going on with the design. I just got it. So, yeah. So, it's the Marlboro ribbon design, of course. And then on the red, there's snowflakes coming down. And then this is white down here. This is a white snowy hill. There's a Christmas tree right there. And so this is a white snowy hill with more snow falling down through the ribbon. And then right there, it just says Marlboro. Oh man, that's such a cool little design. I love it. That's such a cool little design. This is really nice. This is really nice. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. What can I say? And taking a look at the top, looks fantastic. Taking a look at the bottom, looks like this is where we can handle filling up the lighter and where we can probably handle like changing the flint and stuff like that as well. Let's go ahead, crack it open, and no fluid in it. Probably a good idea not to have any fluid in it while it's being shipped and stuff like that kind of thing. So, you know, I'm thinking I should probably go ahead and put some fluid in it because I'm thinking, even though I have a cold, I am going to be wanting to smoke a couple of the cigarettes that are inside of this Cigarette Advent Calendar. And I can't think of a better lighter to light them with than this one right here. Today I have some Zippo lighter fluid with me. And I also have, I also have my little Gerber Suspension NXT multi-tool. And let's go ahead and just get this opened up real quick. Trying to see which door do I think I should fill it up through. I'm not sure which one. I'm gonna go with, let's just take a look. I'm gonna go with, I think this one is probably the one that I should fill up through. That's probably where the wick is coming through. We can see this is a wick lighter, not a, oh no. I'm so glad I'm not making this video on concrete. Oh my God, I didn't want to dent this lighter. It fell on grass, it's just fine. Don't worry about it. But this is a wick lighter, not a like butane lighter, so no need to use butane. Just gonna be using some Zippo lighter fluid, but I'm just gonna go ahead and unscrew it real quick, just like that, and just do the rest with my finger because I don't want to use a screwdriver on this screw more than I have to. And yes, there is the wick right there, it looks like. I'm gonna go put the screw down very carefully, and I'm gonna go ahead and just fill up this lighter and see if I can get it working properly. Let's see if I can get this open. Let's try it. Let's try it. I might need to use my little knife to kind of poke it up just a little bit. It's always a process getting the Zippo lighter fluid opened up, but probably better to have it be difficult to open up than easy, because it is extremely flammable.
What do I need a camera?
Tighten it, not too much, just enough. I don't want to over thread it or anything like that by any means.